yeah. Heck yeah. Let it go.
Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Hey there, crypto friends. How we doing out there? We are live as we are getting our house pounded by Elsa coming through. And let's have a look at the charts. We're looking here at the BTC ETH heat map. As you can see, mostly green across the space. So let's have a deeper look here and see where we should be trading. We're looking here at BTC USD, pretty much flat for the day. So we're looking at support to hold up there at the 34,108.46. So we'll move that stop loss just beneath that 100-day moving average. And then we're going to look for resistance up there at the 34,558.72. Moving on to Ethereum, ETH USD. Nice run up here for Ethereum as we head into the new launch of the update. So we'll talk more about that later on this week. So we're up 0.5% here on ETH USD. So we're looking at support to hold at the 2325.48 and resistance at the 2401.91. Moving on to Binance Coin, BNB USD. We have support. Man, it is coming down out there. We have support at the 334.96 and resistance up there at the 339.65. For Binance Coin, we're heading almost into the overbought territory, so keep an eye out for that as we may need to come down and chill for a little bit. Let's move on to ADA. That's Cardano, as you also may know it. Looking at that support level at the 1.411 and resistance real tight there, 1.431. Well, let's have a look at PolkaDot, DOT, USD. PolkaDot having a good day today, up 5.71%. We're looking up there at resistance 17.687 and support holding in there at the 16.66. Let's move on to the Doge. Doge down 1.66%, so kind of doing this consolidation station here thing going sideways. And we're looking at 0.2292 support and resistance. Going to need to get through the real tight range here to 0.2324. Moving on to Litecoin, LTC USD. Sorry about that. Trying to find this thing as alarms are going off. We have a tornado warning in effect as we speak here, so we're going to write that out. So looking at resistance 139.70 and support down there at the 137.82. And let's move on to Chainlink, LINK USD, up 0.5%. You got your support level right there. Let's go to the 1 hour. We can fine tune that just a wee bit. There it is. Support at the $20 mark, 20.06, and then resistance going to be coming back up through that pivot high there, 20.338. Moving on to XLM. This is Stellar. Stellar kind of going quiet, and we're looking at 0.262 for resistance and plenty of support there on that 100-day moving average in these previous lows at the 0.258. Moving on to the Vechain. Trying to hold that support level. We're just above the 100-day, so we're looking at the 0.083 support and resistance 0.0859. Moving on to FIL USD. Filecoin. Couldn't get above that 26-day moving average, so we're going to sit here and go sideways until we can find some kind of resolution. So we're looking at support 56.520, resistance up there to 57.805. Moving on to STORJ USD. Storj has had a really nice run up here over the past few days, starting to give it back now as we speak. So watch out for that. Lock those profits in. So we're looking at support at the 0.951. Should we lose that, you've got a ways to go down, and so be careful with that. And we got your resistance level coming in here at 1.032. On to IOTA, Internet of Things. We have support there at the 0.877 and resistance. Gonna need to get back through that 0.914 for IOTA. We do have the 12, the 26, and 100-day moving average in the right stacking order, so it's still holding up pretty well, up 4.72% for the day. Let's have a look at comp, CONP USD, starting to get back some of these gains. And we're looking at support to hold 436.276. And resistance up there at the 457.42. As we move on to basic attention coin, BAT USD, that's up 5.45% for the day. We're looking at support at the 0.6236 and resistance up there 0.6423. And we'll move that just underneath that stop loss, just underneath that 12-day moving average. Let's head on over to ETC USD. Been kind of quiet, going sideways for the last day or so. 53.423 is the support to watch out for. 55.329 is your resistance level. And here we go into MANA, M-A-N-A USDC. Up 21.27%, so massive run up here for MANA. As we got all the way up to the 0.7946 resistance, and we're going to look at support down there at the 0.698. Heading on over to ZIL USD, and we're looking at resistance at the 0.0839 and support to hold up on these converging moving averages. Just above, I should say, 0.081. Moving on to NU USD. We have our support level 0.255 and resistance up there. I could barely hear, it's raining so hard. 0.2648. Well, let's move on to NMR USD, up 1.13%. And we're looking at support to hold up at the 32.679. Put your stop just underneath that 100-day moving average, and resistance up at the 34.342. Let's have a look at the graph token. It's up 2.71%, so GRT having a good day. And we're looking at resistance to 0.745, so roughly that's 0.75 psychological number. And we're going to look for the support to hold up to 0.716. Well, let's move on to Uniswap UNI, up 1.05%. So Uniswap, nice run up here over the past several days. Looking now at resistance 23.08 and support level now. It's going to be up there at the 22.43. We're starting to get away from our moving averages, so keep that in mind. And also, we're getting close to the overbought on the RSI. So we'll move on to AAVE USD. AAVE USD up 0.5%, so we're looking at support at the 315.666. And then we're going to look at resistance at the 329.179. Heading on over to MKR USD. We're looking at resistance 2923.91 and support to hold up at the 2825.812. And let's move on to MATIC, MATIC USD. We have resistance 1.157 and support on all these converging moving averages at the 1.13. Well, hang in there, folks. We're getting through them. We're looking at SOL USD having a really good day, up 9.43%. Got all the way up there. Found its resistance at the 37.9608. And we have a support level set for us on that previous low, 36.123. Let's move on to audio. So we're going to have to look at some NFTs now. Audio got all the way up to the 1.06, but starting to give it all back. So lock in those profits. We'll switch to the 1 hour, get your support level to look out for. We're basically going to look down there at this 26-day moving average at the 0.9222. And look at resistance at the 0.998. So basically the $1 mark is the line in the sand. Let's look at CHZ USD. Another big run up here for CHZ. All the way up to the 0.2765 as resistance, and looking to hold the 0.26367 as support. On to Theta, THETA USD, up 6.19%. Theta, we couldn't get through that 100-day moving average, so that was our resistance level. Ricocheted off of that. So let's have a look here. We're going to look down at the 6.432 as support and resistance 6.572 for Theta. Let's have a look at ENJB USD, having a really good day, up 13.64%. So managed to get himself all the way up there. Found resistance at the 1.4027 and support at the 1.2893. Harmony One up 20.91%, so having a massive run up here. And we have resistance at the 0.0932. And let's split that up for you and find that support level. There it should be. So looking to hold the 0.0860 for Harmony One ONE USD. Let's wrap it up here with PAXG USD. That one's paired to gold. Gold slightly up today. So this one trading a little bit higher. So we found resistance 1812.46. Support right there on that 12-day moving average at the 1803.88. And as we wrap up here, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, BTC.D. Here in TradingView, starting to bleed off just a little bit more. Down 0.5%, so we're down to 45.75% of the crypto market cap is in BTC. Let's have a look at Ethereum, see how it's holding up. Pretty much flat for the day. Still running around 18.97%. And like we always do, we'll look at Doge. Doge still giving it back. Down to 2.09%. That leaves us with a total crypto market cap of $1,433,000,000,000. And folks, that does it for me for this evening. It is crazy out there with this tropical. I guess it's a hurricane now when it hit shore. As we start to experience that here in the south. Have a great one out there. We'll see you in the morning at the Crypto Morning Show.